Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about and reviewing update 7.5 of Anime Vanguards and talking about if it saved the game from dying, because as you know, Anime Vanguards was having some pretty low player counts the update before this. Like, I think it was in like the 15,000s, maybe 14,000, around there. I might be wrong, but now the game is at like 70,000 and it's the morning after an update. Now, of course, that player count is still going to be a little bit high because, you know, the update did just come out. But at this point with the Attack on Titan update, the player count already dropped like a lot. I think it literally peaked at 40,000 that update and was already down to like 20,000 by this point. So that's good, I guess. But yeah, so when we're talking about everything in this update, so first off, there was 3 codes that will give you like 50 rerolls and some flowers, or whatever they're called, the iced teas. I'll put those on the screen. So the codes are pretty decent. They also, of course, did have the summer event. That's the main thing of this update with the iced tea currency. They also did add 3 million pity, so 3 million flowers is pity for Kaguya now, and 3 million iced tea is pity for Escanor. It's not, you can't see it anywhere, but they did say that they added that. But here's the new summer banner. The spring banner also stays, but there are a lot of new units. There's like, I think we have Hey, or Hi, whatever his name is, Newsman, and Ali. This guy, Quetzalcoatl, yeah, I think I said that right. And then of course we have Escanor, who I think is the new best unit in the game. Could be wrong. But yeah, and I actually don't think Escanor is going to be that hard to get. Also, I'm going to summon. Let's see if I get anything. Nothing. Alright, yeah, I think Escanor could be the new best unit in the game. We'll see. I know he has a lot of DPS. But I also don't think he's going to be that hard to get, to be honest. But I'll talk about that in a second. So we have the new thing with rerolls. If I scroll down on my index, you can see there is now Monarch Pity for units. This has always been a thing, but they lowered the pity and now you can visually see it. So it's 1500 for Monarch, 858 for Ethereal, 400 for Deadeye, and 300 for Solar. So I would one-tap Solar right now if I click this button. I'm not gonna roll Deadeye off though. But yeah, that's like for every unit. But of course it does, like, so if I roll on like Okaroon, it's not gonna go to like Rim and Rom. That's not how that works, but it is. I like the way it works though. It's cool. It's also really useful. They did a lot of pity things this update. But yeah, they did add the new summer event, so that's the main thing. So let me show you it. There's like 200 rerolls here, which is really good. Yeah, look, 200 rerolls. It's gonna cost, I don't know how much. I don't want to do that math right now. But there's portals as usual for these events. So it's 500 gems for the portal. Once you get to tier 10, you're getting like 3,000 iced tea per portal, I think, with max boost. They had the Evo Remembrance, which, let me explain this to you. You basically get an old evolution item. If you want to know the way this works, I'm going to kind of show you with an example. So if you play the Dawn update like me, you just kind of got the units but didn't get anything else. As you can see, I could evolve Queenie right now, but I'm missing the milk, and there's no way to get this anymore. So I can never evolve this great, really meta unit ever again. Because I have no way to get that. Like, if I go to the raid thing up here, actually, I know for a while the shop was still, like, there. Yeah, it's gone now. But the shop was still there for a while, and you could spend Robux or your things you had, like, from the event on it, but you can't do that anymore. But now, with that item in there, you can basically summon an old evolution item. You can do that for other units, too. Like, you know how there's these to evolve these, whatever they're called, units, the summer units. Well, say for example you have like Rim and Rom from the winter event. You can't buy their item anymore, so you'd have to use this to get that. But that is a really cool item. Yeah, but in the shop as well, you do have all their evolution items. You have a mount, 200 rerolls in the mystery box thing. The summer shop is also still there, but they didn't refresh it, sadly. That would have been cool if they gave us more rerolls from it. But yeah, so now I'm gonna go back to the topic that I was talking about, how Escanor might not be that hard to get. So as you can see, there is this summer event as well. So in case you don't want to do portals, and I don't recommend really doing them right now, even though there is a secret unit from them, because this is a lot better. So when I go into this mode, right, you're gonna see it doesn't matter what units I have when I eventually load in, because this mode basically gives you units to use. I don't know if there's a level requirement to get into this, but if there's not, then great. But so it doesn't require you have all these monarchs and everything if you want to macro it or whatever, because look, I just got Takaroda and this unit here. I have this unit unevolved in my inventory, but I don't have triple godly on it, and it doesn't matter if you have it. You basically get them. You just get them for free. Yeah. And in this mode, I'll show you guys kind of how it works. There's like a bunch of different cards you can get. One of them is an evolution card, because when you place your units down in this, they're actually not evolved. So when you get an evolution card, you can select a unit to evolve, and it'll evolve them and give you an extra placement, I think. There's a random buff card, which will give you a random buff for your team. There's an extra unit card, which will give you a different unit. The way that works is it can give you any of the banner units from this event, including Escanor. You can get Escanor in this mode. He's like the rarest one to pull in this. Of course, you don't get these units by playing it, you just have them for the match. You can get Escanor, and you can also get Takaroda and Sprint Wagon, but you'll always start off with 1 DPS and 1 farm. You can get Escanor in this slot too, which is crazy. You can also get a nighttime card and a daytime card, I'm pretty sure. You can see this kind of thing at the top. It does weird stuff, especially with Escanor and the damage of your units. Yeah, as you can see, wild card, this would be a beneficial card. Nighttime would make it nighttime. Then the unit draw, which give me another unit. Boom, I got a Sprint Wagon. But when I click that, I can get any of the units from the banner. So that's really cool. I really like how this mode works. And the reason I'm saying this mode is really good is because this isn't really accurate, right? Every 10 waves, there's a 10% chance for this. That is true. Every 10 waves. This is the evolution item, so it's easier to get, I think, than from portals. And this, you actually get 3,000 iced tea every 10 waves, and this is infinite. And this is really easy to macro too, because all you gotta do is go to wave 10 and restart. You're getting 3,000 every time, and then running the 10% chance for the sun thing. So I think this is a really good mode if you want to get Escanor quickly, because it is super easy to macro, and it's like 5 minutes per 3,000 currency. So that's like 100 hours, right? I know that still is a lot, but compared to the other grinds we had, that's not really that bad in my opinion. In this update as well, they added a new world line unit, which I'm pretty sure this unit is really good from things I've seen. Maybe I'll get him and do a showcase. I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely get him, but I just don't know if I'll do a showcase. Yeah, I just don't know if I'll do a showcase. Also, sorry for if there's background audio. There's no new story modes or Legend Stage this update, but I think this update is good. I think it definitely saves the game, as the game is at like 70,000 players right now. I think the only problem I do have with this update is like none of the units are immune to status effects, and all of the units are burn units pretty much, which is kind of annoying because burn isn't really that good in this game. I don't know, maybe they buffed it this update and I don't realize it, but I don't think so. They also did add events, which is a cool little feature. For example, what is it? Right now I can do the Sun Dry Summer event, which is basically evolve one of each of the units, and you get these coins to spend in the shop on rerolls, iced tea, stat chips, phoenix shards, elemental shards, all that stuff. That event, I don't know, it lasts till, I don't know when it lasts till. And then there's this event is actually interesting, because I'm pretty sure if you do these, you get like a unit. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you get a unit for doing these. And these aren't really that hard, other than this part right here. But yeah, I do think this update did save the game. It's a really good update in my opinion. I need to see more of this, and this is only a 7.5. This isn't even like a full like 0.0 update, so that is really cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will be trying to get a macro video out for the summer event soon. If I did miss anything, let me know in the comments. Tell me how you feel about the update. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.